Hey guys, hope everyone's having a great day. So today I'll be talking about how to sidestep in Tekken. It can be confusing in the start because you don't actually know that when do you sidestep and how to sidestep. So that's what I struggled with in the start of actually knowing when and how and why. All those questions. So today I'll try my best to answer all of those questions, and I put like four different steps. So these are like the four steps to sidestep. So you always know whenever you're playing a game that when the situation comes up, you know when to sidestep and how to do it. I'll try to keep this video short and simple. And if you'd like to see more guides, then let me know in the comment section and consider subscribing if you're new to the channel. So let's get started. So the first type of sidestepping is gonna be sidestepping in neutral. That's when you both in neither plus frames or minus frames. You're both just doing your movement. So a little backstory, when I started learning is when I fought against Horang, and he would get close to me and close in with his wild running moves and then start his offense. And when he starts his offense he doesn't even stop. That's when I started to think that how can I counter him, and that's when I saw some videos and found about that he's pretty linear to sidestepping. So then I started to sidestepping in neutral. When he tries to do his wild running moves, I can sidestep him easily and stop him from doing his offense. So that really helped against this matchup and fighting other characters as well. Just don't get too obvious with it because they can obviously counter you with some homing move, and just try to do it once in a while to catch them off guard. And I think this will really improve your game and get you some whiff punishes. So the next type of sidestepping is gonna be stepping a string or a stance mix-up. So most of the times string have any type of weakness. It could either be duckable, punishable, or it could be interrupted. As for Devil Jin string, you have to step it to the right to actually counter it. Like Devil Jin string, there's also other characters who have strings which are sidesteppable. So you have to, incorporate and learn which types of strings those are and try to sidestep those. So the other part to this is stepping a stance mix-up. As you can see, I'm -5 when I'm hit with Leroy's down back 3. And I can sidewalk him to the left and counter most of his options. So like that, there's also other characters who go into stance after a certain move, and you can sidestep all of his or most of his options. Sometimes you can interrupt him, sometimes sidestep. Just have to learn and lab the character to see what works best. So the other type of sidestep is stepping when you're plus in frames. So most players will not respect your plus frames. Whenever you're +1, 2, or 5, they can mash a jab or do something to interrupt. That's where you can sidestep them if they get too predictable and whiff punish them pretty effectively. The good part about stepping when you're plus in frames is you have a lower chance of getting hit by your opponent because you move pretty fastly because you're plus in frames, and your sidestep comes out faster than his move. Obviously, this can be pretty effective, and try to incorporate this into your gameplay as well. So the next type of sidestepping is sidestepping when you're at a disadvantage of frames. Keep in mind, generally you want to sidestep whenever you're below -5. If you notice your opponent is doing a big plus move, then doing a linear move followed up by that, you can catch him off guard by sidestepping and capitalize on that. If you're respecting your opponent's plus frames and he gets too comfortable with it, he might think you won't do nothing about it, and that's when you can sidestep to the left or right to counter his other options, and hopefully he whiffs and you can punish him effectively. So yeah, that was all the types of sidestepping techniques. So hopefully you guys understood them all. Another tip I can give you is if you're trying to learn sidestepping, I would say don't take it too quickly, too fast. Try to focus on one type of technique and getting better with it, and then try to incorporate the other techniques as I mentioned. Also in the beginning, it can be pretty scary trying to sidestep because you're always thinking you might get hit. but you have to get comfortable with sidestepping, and whenever you're comfortable with it, you'll be less scared and you'll sidestep more after that. But yeah, those are all the tips, and I hope you guys enjoy this small type of video. And if you want to see more, then please let me know, and don't forget to like and subscribe. It'll help the channel out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video then. Bye bye.